Hey guys, Guy39 here, and welcome back. Got another episode of Unturned. So, I don't know if you guys can see right now. Unfortunately, I don't have any way of knowing if you guys can see. I'm going to go find a way to make it possible for you to see, real quick. Where is it? There we are, Maple Strike. You go there, buddy. Equip. There we go. Now we have some light. Now you guys should be able to see more or less where we're going. So, I've been doing some work off camera. As you guys can probably tell, we've got a little bit of stuff going on here. So, I'm just going to take you guys for a little tour of it. I've got a couple of pillars up here, but this thing is very far from complete. And it's very, very big. So I built it on water. You don't want to fall in there, you will become trapped forever. Well, technically not. I can break my way out, I think, but I may end up stuck there if I fall in. So obviously we are not going to go that way, and we're not going to play around in there. It'll be filled up eventually, but at the moment it is currently lying empty there. So yeah, this is going to be the next project that we work on. I'm going to build myself an endgame building, an endgame structure. So the idea with this is we're going to make a self-sufficient, or that word, self-sufficient base that we can use more permanently from here on out. Let's have ourselves some water. Let's equip our canteen some more. And equip it some more. So the idea is I'm gonna have a farm in there that I will grow crops in. I'll have massive amounts of storage. I'll have respawn in there, and it'll all be neat and organized, and it will have different rooms for different things. So I've got some materials that I've been working with. So I've been working on this for a while. I've been spending about an hour on it or so, but hopefully it will turn out well. Now let's hurry up and grab ourselves something to eat. I'm not sure what I'll do with this then. That was just our first test building that I set up. However, nothing has really come of it so far, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use it for anything at all, or if I maybe just demolish it when I'm done with my big building over there. That might happen. I might just demolish the whole thing and get rid of it. Or we may use it for something else later on. Now, let's grab ourselves some food. That was what we came up here for. So, we're going to have some tomatoes. Now, ideally, I'm going to want to have more or less every type of food in my final base, just for the sake of having it. It's not because we actually need it so much as it is that I simply want to, have the full roster of food items available to me. I like to have a balanced and varied diet, and all of that good stuff. Whew. Alright, we're done. Now, for today, we're going to hop into my car, and we are going to head out on a brief adventure in search of fertilizer, because in order to make the thing that I want to make, the greenhouse, which is where you can plant your crops, in order to get that, I need to go a little out of my way and get a hold of some fertilizer. Now, these guys are not going to give us any fertilizer, so we're just going to ignore them and head on our merry way to the farms. The farms have fertilizer. Actually, the seed building, the seed store may have fertilizer. But we're going to go out on a little bit of an adventure. I'm going to turn the lights on for you guys. I keep forgetting that. I have the brightness turned up, but I know that sometimes that doesn't come through very well on you guys' end. On y'all's end. Kill him, and we're almost to where the farms are. Now, it's unfortunate that you can't really... Well, you can, but it's more difficult to build in plots that are already occupied by buildings. Well, more difficult isn't the correct term, but it's not... You know, you can't just... Ooh. Die. 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 Alright, there we go. Ooh, took a lot of unnecessary damage there. So the katana's pretty good. Katana is solid. I have my my warrior stat turned all the way up, so I one-shot most things in the head, which is a good thing. Let's see if we can get out our fuel thing and refuel this. Right, and... Alright, good. That's done. Let's get our katana back out. Go inside the house, see if there's anything in here. It looks like we got unlucky this time. There doesn't appear to be any fertilizer here. It's tomato seed. Any fertilizer on the bed? Nope. Oh well. I wonder if you can make bombs with fertilizer in this game. There are a handful of crafting recipes in this game, and I haven't checked all of them. Snare. I'm not really interested in a snare, to be honest. Might be neat, eventually, but... don't feel like carrying it around right now. We'll probably end up putting traps outside our base eventually once we get to the point of actually completing it. But then again, it's never going to be a problem, because the AI does not, or the zombies don't really leave their patrol points. So they're not going to go and head over to my base and attack me. At least not in this build. And I think that's kind of unfortunate, because it kind of destroys the entire purpose of, you know, building a secure base other than, you know, PvP. Like, PvP, you need a secure base, but it doesn't matter how secure it is. If you're on your own, you're not going to be able to defend it if people just decide to come over and wreck your stuff. You know, break your house down with a sledgehammer. They can do that no matter what. There's no real way to stop that, and they can just wait until you're offline if you know, if you are on your own. If you have a big enough team, you might be able to defend it, but even then, you know, you'll just be rebuilding it over and over again as people just destroy it senselessly. So, really, base building is a PvE thing. In my opinion, it's a PvE thing. Okay, this is a mailman truck, it looks like. Not quite sure what to make of it, but I'm okay with my green truck. Also, I did get the whatchamacallit, the saw, the hand saw off camera. Let's head over this way. I wonder if this is back or if it's forward. I think this is forward. I think this is towards where we want to go. I think this is the town we wanted to head on down to. Might not be, because it looks kind of small. Right, let's get our sword out. One. Yeah, there we go. It's a really good sword. Katana. And, to be honest, the katana fits me pretty well. I don't think I showed getting it off camera. I got it... I was just wandering in a town and I found it, and I'm just like, oh, katana. That's fitting for me, because our character is... I don't know if you noticed, but let's take his mask off so you can see. He's modeled after Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, and Sephiroth uses a very large sword. If I remember correctly, it's the Murasame, I believe. So he has a really, really big katana, basically. So it kind of makes perfect sense that we're using a katana as him. These zombies are not too hard to deal with. That's another gripe I have with the game, is that once you get set up, it's kind of hard to die to these guys. Like, understandably, it can take a while to get the resources you need to be, you know, where I am, where you're not really worried about anything anymore. You know, it's not... Nothing is really life-threatening, but I am now... But the fact that you can get to a point, really, that you can get to a point where the game provides no significant challenge anymore is a little disappointing. It's still a fun game, mind you, and if I'm careless and forget to monitor my health and my stamina and my... you know, and forget to pay attention to what I'm doing... Wait, did I just upped to 100% health from something. I did not die, but something restored all of my health and water and food at the same time. Not quite sure what happened there. I believe we've been in this town before, now that I think about it. Here's the Munti. Hey! RSPC guy. Ooh, Swissgewehr. Police cap. Got a prison. Ooh, another Beretta. We are going to do something with that. Let's equip it. And tactical. Alright, and de-equip. And drop. There we go. Now we have 2 of these. So we now have, if we do this, 3 full magazines of pistol ammo. That should do well for us. It's a hat. Stetson hat. Right, I guess we got everything of value in there. Ooh, there's a lot of burning cars over there. And a food store, and a pharmacy, but we're okay without the pharmacy for now. We now have full health, and I have medkits and dressings galore, so we should be fine. I could have built my base out from a point like this. That would have been... That might have been slightly more badass. Alright, the sun's coming up. The sun's coming up. You guys will soon be able to see again. It's amazing. Scrap metal. Ah, get out of here. I've also found out how to make scrap metal. Apparently, you just need to take 2 rocks and cook them. And that will create scrap metal. Alright, sun's up. You guys can once again see... Pistola. Rifle. And katana, and we have our drink and our fuel ready. That's good. Yeah, I think we got about as much as we could out of this town. I don't think there's much more we could have done. Let's hit that a couple times, see if that helps. Another thing we are on the lookout for, and I doubt we'll be able to find it. Oh, there it is. I doubt we'll be able to find it. Ah, there's a guy here. Get out of my way. I wonder where he came from. Pretty sure I didn't hear him come in. Maybe he respawned. Moldy carrot. Dead zombie. Moldy orange juice, moldy corn, lots of moldy corn. So most of what spawns in here is obviously moldy and inedible. But occasionally you get lucky. 1,000 Canadian dollars. Hey, ATM. Oh. Hey, cola. Oh. This game's being mean to me. Alright, where are we going? Where do we want to go? Guess we want to hit this guy upside the head. Let's see how we're doing with skills here. We've got 260 more points to spend. Put it on immunity. Our immunity is maxed out. We're actually getting close to total max out. Like we've maxed out everything that is max outable. Unfortunately, we're not finding the compound bow. We're only finding the normal bow. The compound bow is superior. Oh, a fire axe. I wonder if you can use that for chopping down trees. I'm gonna figure out this. Alright, let's see how fast this is. Compared to normal axe. Okay, they're exactly the same. I'll hold on to the fire axe because I don't know if I can use it or not. If I can, I'll stick with the fire axe probably, just because it looks a little cooler. A little cooler than the hatchet. Alright, is there anything at the post store? No, just chem lights. Just chem lights. Oh well. Let's head out, see if we can find a little bit more adventure before we close off the episode. Whoop. Heading down to town. Going to town. There's a pig out there. So hunting animals is a good way to get experience and food, but we're okay with our corn right now, so I'm not going to bother with it. Hey, zombie, die. So, where are we at now? Alright, there we go. We don't one-shot these guys. I think we're at the point where we're pretty tough to kill because we have maxed out damage and damage resistance. So enemies only do a handful of damage to us now. We do increased damage, so if we don't hit the head, we still do enough damage to take enemies down in 1 or 2 shots for the most part. Like we're splitting zombies in half right now, and we take 4 damage per hit. We also have resistance to the radiation thing that we get, or toxicity, or infection, or whatever you call it. So we're not getting poisoned as quickly by them. We're doing fairly good. We don't need that school sack there. Thank you, game, for trying, but we don't need it. Alright, is this note anything? No. What's that? Swift mag? We don't need a Swift mag. We aren't using Swift mag anymore. We've upgraded to the stronger pistol. The one that does more damage. Canned cola. Let's have a sip of that. Is there an enemy behind me? I hate it when they do that. I was just very carefully exploring this house, and then a zombie decides to walk in on me. Kill him. Kill him. I apologize for the lack of challenge here. Like, these guys are posing little to no threat. Even when they get the drop on me, they only at most get in, like, 1, maybe 2 hits before I one-shot them in the face. This is just a horrifying slaughter fest right now. We need to head out to one of those islands eventually. I know there's islands and things that we can go to, and going to them would be a good idea. Yeah, we're taking these guys down pretty fast. I'm gonna see if we could take them down with only 2 body shots with this. Now, this is more powerful than the weapon we were using before. It's about as fast as the bat, possibly faster, and does more damage. 4 shots to the body. Okay. You see how fast it is. It's just... this thing just tears them apart. It's nice and easy. Just hit them in the head and they die with 1 shot. That. Yeah, it's a powerful weapon. Ooh, there's a chopper crash over there. Is there a path over there? Yeah, we're gonna get our vehicle, and we're mosey on over there if we can. Oh, you can get there. That is sufficiently neat. Let's wipe this guy out. Die. Let's head back to our vehicle. It's a small trek to get back there, but we should be fine. Too bad we don't have any adrenaline on us. We could just power up our energy and start running again. Yeah, your shadow effect. We don't serve your kind here. Let's see. Do they have a car I can borrow in town that is not empty? Probably don't. So we're gonna head back to our car. Oh, it's too bad you can't break things in this game, really. I don't think you can break houses even with the sledgehammer. You can break your own buildings with them, or sorry, player constructed buildings you can break. Let's see, let's get our sledgehammer out. I'll just test that theory over here. See? It's not giving you the indication that I'm hitting anything, so it doesn't count. Alright, military tent, did you have anything useful? No, you did not. We did get the Swiskavad. Let me see, what is your thing? Alright, you have the NATO magazine, just like normal. And it looks neat. It looks neat. So I guess it is probably okay. No! No! Get back up. Thank you. No idea what we just flipped over there. Apparently the sidewalks are dangerous. And we will just head along the coastline here. Nice and carefully. Nice and careful like. Beware of the trees. They may stop us, and they may cause our ship or our car to blow up, which is a bad thing. We don't want our car to blow up. We would prefer if our car stayed alive in one piece, preferably with fuel in it. Is this driving sideways thing making you guys sick yet? I wonder if I can make you guys throw up by doing that. What's over there? Kinda hard to tell. Alright. I may have misunderstood the process of getting to that island. It appears that we have to swim there. I thought that this connected to it, but I was misinformed. So we are going to head over here, and we're going to park the car, and then we're going to swim across. Actually, we might save that for the next episode. Yeah, we'll save that for the next episode. I'll get in here and get myself situated. Get my car parked. The more astute among you may recognize where we are. Oh, there's another katana. Might bring that home with me. Right. Right. Whoa. Get out of here. Cut it out. Nobody likes you. There's more of them. Just took a little bit of damage coming into town like that. Ooh, this car looks neat. Yoink! Oh, it's out of fuel. Darn it. Alright. So I believe we've ended up back where we belong, more or less. This is, if I remember correctly, the barge that we have been on before. So we have hung out here on many an occasion, picking up some loot. We're picking up the scrap metal just because we're going to use the stone for everything else. So we may as well not have to make extra scrap metal when we don't need to. And we're only going to need a handful of scrap metal, so we might be able to pick up all the scrap metal that we need just off the ground. Alright. Now, where are we going? I think we were going out here. Going out to explore an island. I believe this is the one with the plane crash. It's kind of hard to tell. Super swim! Super swim! A little more super swimming. Come on, we can make it all the way to the island in one super swim. You can do it! You can do it! It would be neat to build our base out on an island, but, you know, I've already started my base. Already started work on it. It would be a waste to start a new one. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end the episode here, and I will pick up next time. So I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.